Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. This is just going to be quick. I just want to send a message to everybody, um, uh, just reminding you to please email me if you want a copy of that flyer on the video that I posted last night called Expose Them All. Also, thank you for the individuals who mentioned that there is a creature out there that continues to tag me. Please don't tag me, Gorilla Boy. I have no interest. You've already been reported to the Attorney General, the Governor, Senator Rand Paul. I mean, keep it up. I mean, I'll just go to the Department of Justice next. Anyway, I am not deleting people's comments. Some of you have mentioned that your comments are disappearing. I don't believe it's YouTube either, unless there are words in there that they're tagging. A lot of times if there is a comment that YouTube finds suspicious, it will end up, oh my goodness, it's a hen beating up a guinea. Um, this is a rare occasion. It's usually the other way around. But YouTube will hold comments sometimes for me to review. So I went into my portion, and there was only one comment there that was held for review. And then, I just click on the little check mark to add it, but I did not see anybody else's comments there. I went into my comment section to see if there are comments that I have not responded to yet, and there was only one or two that I hadn't responded to yet, and they weren't yours, David, and they weren't yours, Paul. I have not seen the other comments that you claim to have posted, but there are other people that are on my channel that have the ability to do that, and it wasn't me. Just wanted to let you know that it was not me. Sing it, boy. Sing it, handsome dude. I'm in actually a terrible mood. I'm cleaning out the garage. I do have some workers here helping me, and it's long overdue. But when I moved here, and this is going to be a much longer story because I'm going to provide a testimonial of what it was like moving to Kentucky with the movers, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step of what happened to me, how they denied my claim after stealing my belongings, stealing my passport, moving things around, and how likely there was some fusion center operative at the warehouse, either in Kentucky or New Jersey, one that they're claiming was not the case. But it is also possible that after my belongings were delivered here, that the criminals here went to work on them. And I will be showing you photos of my vintage antique furniture that has been destroyed intentionally. It's not accidental, it was intentional. I will be showing you a video of my clothing. In fact, it's such a beautiful day today. I should do the video later today to show you what they've done to some of my clothing. And this is just a small sampling, folks, and I will tell you that I have a lot of clothes. I'm a girl, and I worked in New York City for a long time. I had a very nice clothing, and these criminals have destroyed a lot of what I own. Not everything, but even as I'm bringing things in, washing them, and moving them into my house here, they're further destroying things that are in good condition, and that's why I'm bringing them into my house. And then once I get them into my house, they're destroying them. I also want to say that my cat Chicklet is not doing well. He was assaulted by either some weapon, or he was injected with something. Something was done to him, and it is not this is like a 9 or 10-year-old cat, I believe. 8, 9, or 10 years old. I'm going to have to check on that. Who was in perfect health, vibrant, beautiful, spry, loving, purring, clean. And he's gone from being that to being half of himself. He's lost weight. He's lethargic. He isn't walking well. And I have seen this repeatedly. They did this with my cat Chase here, Buddha, all the cats that were very active, who, when the criminals go into that building, that the cat might come to the door, they do something to that animal to prevent them from leaving, because when that cat leaves in the middle of the night, that is evidence that somebody has entered that building covertly. So they don't want that to happen. They will prevent your animal from leaving by harming them. And that's what they did to Chicklet. And they've done it to many other cats here. And I also want to say to the people out there that are posting, comments, I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate your viewing the photos and stuff, but I have to tell you that this has been going on a very long time, since 2012. No, I am not nuts. I am not crazy. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not delusional. I don't hear voices. And no, I don't hear voices. I don't get V2K. Okay? So, besides that, I get other tortures, as you have seen me demonstrate in my videos. There are people literally living on my property. They're here all the time. Even when Jeff was here at the top of the hill, there were criminals down here moving around behind these buildings. I would never, ever move again to a small rural town. I would never move to a small rural town. While I would not want to live in a city, maybe the outskirts of a suburb with more people, because these people are nuts around here. And I would never move to a place like this again. Although the property is beautiful, and yes, thank you for all your compliments on how pretty it is. And it is pretty here. That's why I moved here. I moved here because it was pretty. I moved here because the cost of living was lower. Or I thought the cost of living was lower. As I previously mentioned, like, my property taxes are very low. They're very low, but the maintenance on the property is extremely high, much, much higher than it ever was in New Jersey. And yes, of course, in New Jersey, I had a smaller property, and some of which that I could really care for myself. But here, you can't get people to work, and when you do get people to work, they totally overcharge you. Like, I'll give you an example. My handyman in New Jersey, in Manalapan, New Jersey, I was paying him $12 an hour, and he was a retired electrician. He could do all kinds of things. $12 an hour. Around here, the people, half of them don't have the experience, and they charge you ridiculous amounts of money. And then they'll work here for a little while and don't come back, mostly because I'm being slandered by the neighbors who approach people who work here. So they'll approach people to either not work here or to destroy something, to do some damage. So, and that's why the last person that used my ride-on mower actually cracked. I'm forgetting the name of the device that he cracked, but he actually cracked it and then refused to come back to install the new one that I purchased. So yeah, that's what happens here, folks. And it's not the first time. My ride-on lawnmower, the belt was broken by somebody that worked here. The carburetor was cracked. The seat was sliced. Anything humanly possible to destroy my equipment. I mean, you can't work on a farm. You cannot live on a farm without a ride-on mower. And most people have what's called a zero turn, which will cut your grass in half the amount of time. But frankly, they're like $4,000 or $5,000. I don't want to spend that right now on a lawnmower. And they're a little hard to maneuver on hills. So it's not my thing. But I just wanted to give a heads up to all the people that are commenting. Thank you so much. And please email me for a copy of those flyers. I not only have that flyer, and the name of the person on Quora, he uses this pseudonym like Hide and Seek. And I forget what the end of it is. I'm going to have to go look it up. I just don't have time right now. But he said to share it freely, cut and paste it. He gave permission. And please feel free to do so. But I also have like a dozen flyers written by Karen Stewart that I can also attach. And they're hilarious. Well, no, I shouldn't say hilarious, but, she does have a sense of humor. Calling this program the Make Work for Morons program, and the Department of Homeland Security as being domestic terrorists, etc., etc. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for now because I have a low battery alert and I don't want to be disconnected from you guys, so I'm going to upload this. If you have any questions or comments, please hit the thumbs up to fight the cyber stalkers, who goes under many, 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 many YouTube pseudonyms. Signing off for now.